as tensions between the United States and China increase day by day, with each side blaming the other of one or more issues.
Talking about COVID. To be specific, COVID-19. That name gets further and further away from China as opposed to calling it the Chinese virus.
China has went ahead by improving and increasing its military capabilities. With recent satellite images that have shown one of the several China's shipyards working hard to build 9 warships, 1 aircraft carrier, a missile defense system, and other Navy warcrafts all at the same time. This approach presupposes that the Chinese wish for war, which is highly unlikely. But what makes China think of winning a war? Discussion of Chinese intentions inevitably draws attention to the pronounced buildup of naval weaponry in recent years, with each year bringing fresh confirmation of China's ability to leapfrog existing assessments of the size of its navy. Thus, in April 2020, China constructed a second Type 075 warship, a class designed to compete in amphibious capability with the American Wasp class ships. 2 more are anticipated, as are 2 more aircraft carriers. These are clearly designed to match American warships and raise interest in China's ability to sustain distant interest by sea. In this video you will see some of the things that China has surpassed the United States. Keep in mind that this is not a comparison video. As in this video, only things that China has surpassed the US will be shown. Although in real terms of comparison, China is still far from the US, with the US leading in many things. But before we jump into number 1, be sure that you have subscribed and hit the bell icon to keep yourself informed with amazing videos. With that said, let's jump into our incredible list. Navy strength. With a personnel strength of 240,000 personnel, including 15,000 Marines and 26,000 Naval Air Force personnel, it is the second largest navy in the world in terms of tonnage, only behind the United States Navy, and has the largest number of major combatants of any navy. However, in terms of machinery, China has a bigger number than the USA, with over 777, including 2 aircraft carriers, 36 destroyers, 54 frigates, 42 corvettes and 76 submarines, whereas the USA has over 500, with 20 aircraft carrier, 85 destroyers, no frigates, no corvettes and 71 submarines. With the recent satellite images that have shown that China is working hard to build 9 warships, 1 aircraft carrier, a missile defense system, and other Navy warcrafts at the same time, in 1 shipyard, yet has several shipyards. Its numbers may increase highly. China also increased its power of patrolling its coast, with the 220 coastal patrol, while US has only 13. Land forces. The ground forces of the People's Liberation Army are more powerful. Back in the 90s, the army used to get most of its weaponry items from Russia. These days, People's Liberation Army ground forces have continued to undergo significant modernization and restructuring to deal with potential threats and enhance their capabilities. This includes upgrading previous Russian military tanks with more technology from the Western countries. China now has over 7,950 tanks, including 2,500 Type 96, with both 96A and 96B, 2,360 Type 59, 800 Type 63, 500 Type 99, which is the first mass-produced third-generation tank in China, 500 Type 88, 500 Type 99A, that provides protection against tandem charge warheads. It has a nuclear biological chemical protection system, as well as fire detection and suppression system, 300 Type 79, and 300 Type 69. Whereas the US has 6,393 tanks. Even though US tanks are of a higher grade than those of China. China has also expressed its supremacy against the USA in terms of artillery power, with over 9,726 artilleries, compared to the US, which has only 3,269. Manpower. China has the world's largest population with over 1.42 billion people, which is almost 5 times more to that of the United States, which is 328.2 million people. China's population has grown almost 3 times since 1955. Its high population provides an upper arm. We all know that numbers matter when it comes to fighting. If China is to say that half of its population to join the army like it was to most countries during World War, it will have over 700 million people serving in the army. That means 2 Chinese military people will have to hunt for 1 American civilian. Military personnel. Due to that fact that China has a large population, this makes it almost impossible for the US to have more numbers than China. China has over 2.3 million active serving military personnel, making it an advantage over US, with 1.4 million personnel. And with over 19 million reaching military age every year, which is 6 times bigger than that of US, with only 4.1 million reaching military age every year. China also has a large number of reserve military personnel that is estimated to be over 8 million. This is so due to the compulsory selectively military signing of every men aged 18 to 24 years to join the army for a period of 2 years. Purchasing power. The World Bank's International Comparison Program released its latest measures of price levels and GDP across 176 countries, and the results are striking. For the first time, the International Comparison Program finds that China's total real income is slightly larger than that of the US. In purchasing power parity terms, China's 2017 GDP was $19.617 trillions, whereas the US's stood at $19.519 trillions. However, this does not make China's economic ahead of USA, which is well developed, as China is still considered among the developing countries.